off the app is because there's a woman on the app called Canadian Angie that held a live and decided that she was going to talk about me. So let's talk about Zach first, because I'm going to have my say on Zach, and then after I've had my say on Zach, Zach will be blocked from my lives, my life. I want nothing to do with a con man manipulator. So let's take it back to Canadian Angie's live, and the screen recorders are in here. Let's take it back to Canadian Angie's lives. Guys, I will thank you for the gifts after, thank you. Let's take it back to Canadian Angie's live. So I got jumped on and called a liar. Let's take it back to the 26th of March with Zach the Brat. I get a phone call from Zach the Brat on the 26th of March stating that he wasn't coming to the party because Dave Duran was bringing a woman called Michelle. I asked him who Michelle was. He stated it was the woman that was supposedly scammed. He supposedly scammed. This big bad person I am, and this bully, that there's still been no evidence from Zach that I'm a bully, because I've never really had a lot to do with Zach. Zach said to me that Dave Duran was bringing Michelle to the party, the woman that he scammed or supposedly scammed. He wouldn't be coming. So my words to Zach the Brat were, I wouldn't want you to feel unsafe or uncomfortable. I will tell Dave Duran he can't bring anybody to the party. Zach was like, thank you so much, thank you so much. Fast forward, Zach the Brat jumped into a box with Canadian Angie and said he never brought Dave Duran up. I never brought Dave, I never brought you up. He also stated on the live he couldn't remember a phone call. I'm just going to play this now. Dave said he couldn't remember a phone call. Dave's not lying. He couldn't remember the phone call. It was the 26th of March. This is what Dave Duran had to say to me after I asked him if he remembered the phone call.
Yeah, I can remember. I don't know whatever's going on with you. That's between you and all that. I can remember you ringing me now, like I said, and you said...
I can remember you ringing me now. So Canadian Angie, everybody in that box, Sam, Canadian Angie, are you going to apologise for calling me a liar? I'll play that again.
Yeah, I can remember. I don't know whatever's going on with you. That's between you and all that. I can remember you ringing me now, like I said, and you said I weren't allowed to bring anybody. And then I moaned at you, didn't I? Because I said, well, Pearl's bringing people, but you was consistent that I wasn't allowed. And you were saying you was going to have a word with Pearl and make...
So Canadian Angie and your people in that box, 4,000 people that ripped me apart and called me a liar. Are you going to apologise now? There we go. Let's have the other bit. So Zach stated, Zach, the most honest person on the app, stated in front of 4,000 people, he never said anything about Dave Duran to me. He never phoned me. Let me show you a message that I received from Zach the Brat before he went into Canadian Angie's box. Let me flip the screen, because this has kept me off the app. From Zach the Brat. You jumped in, this is me. You gonna jump in the box and tell the truth about the party? Coward. Your mess and your bullshit. You fix it. I said I think she's going. Ban her or I'm not going to the party. You said, no. I'll tell Dave he's bringing no one. You done that off your own back. On the phone to me, why would I have replied, I'll tell Dave he's not bringing anybody to the party, but in front of 4,000 people, you said you never mentioned Dave Duran. So why would I say to you, I'll tell Dave he's not bringing no one? So are 4,000 people going to go over to Zach the Brat now and call him a liar? Like you did in Canadian Angie's box to rip me apart? I read the comments about me. I lied about a phone call with Dave.
Yeah, I can remember. I don't know whatever's going on with you. That's between you and all that. I can remember you ringing me now, like I said, and you said I weren't allowed to bring anybody. And then I moaned at you, didn't I? Because I said, well, Pearl's bringing people, but you was consistent that I wasn't allowed. And you were saying you was going to have a word with Pearl and make it all change and stuff.
I'll show you that message one more time for people that are joining. This is the Zach the Brat. This is the Zach the Brat that sat in Canadian Angie's box in front of 4,000 people and said, he never mentioned Dave to me on the phone. And me being a bad person, Zach the Brat, said to you, I wouldn't want you to feel unsafe or uncomfortable. I will tell Dave he can't bring anybody. But you sat there in Canadian Angie's live, let me get ripped apart, and said you never brought Dave up on the phone to me. So if you never brought Dave up on the phone to me, why did you stated here, you said, no, I'll tell Dave he's not bringing anybody. You done this off your own back. So, are 4,000 people going to jump over to Zach the Brat now and call him a liar? No, because the reason you and Evil Queen came for me is because I collateral damage to misread. That's why you came for me. And do you want me to tell you the reason that you came for me, Zach the Brat? Because me and you ain't close. I stated to Misread. I've stated to Evil Queen. I never trusted you. Did you? We're not close friends. We're not like that. But you decided to come for me for the pure and simple fact that I was friends with Misread. That's it. And you allowed me to get absolutely ripped apart in that box. So let's go back to another time you lied to your audience. You've been stating for weeks and weeks and weeks that you got thrown under the bus over the Pearl situation. You felt that you were the only person that spoke on the Pearl situation. That's what you said. I went live for 2.5 hours in front of 6.5 thousand people and I addressed Pearl, and you stated you were the only person to play the video of her calling her grandsons what she called her grandsons. Did I not do that? Did I not go live for 2.5 hours and play that? So you've lied twice. But are people going to go over and call out your bullshit? Because I seem to remember when you got called out for your bullshit, because I remember a statement you made the other day. The statement you made the other day was, you're not scared to call anybody out, you'll call the whole lot of us out. That's cool. Call people out if they're in the wrong. But when you got called out on your bullshit and manipulations, because I've seen the messages you sent Michelle, when you got called out for your bullshit, you sent images from a year and said you'd have blood on your hands. You did that to silence people. So when you got called out for manipulation, when you got called out for lying, you silenced people with pictures from a year before. Is that not true? I can't comment. I can have my opinion. My opinion is you silence people. That's my opinion. I can't talk because I didn't know Red. I didn't know you. I didn't know Mama Kaz. I didn't know Gracie. Yeah? Didn't know any of you. I wasn't on TikTok. I was a gifter. But from my point of view, you silence people. As for Evil Queen, you're not even worth talking about. And the one apology that I've got to make before I go to come back, I might come back next week. 3:30, that's when I'm coming back. It won't be for a while. It won't be for a week or two. But the one apology I've got to make in front of 6.4 thousand people is to Bradley Warner. Do you want to tell people Zach the Brat about the pact that was made to silence Bradley. If Bradley was on the FYP, we weren't allowed to show him. If Bradley wanted to jump in a box, we weren't allowed to tell. We weren't allowed to have Bradley in our boxes. We weren't allowed to have Bradley in our lives. Bradley was silenced, and Bradley had a story to tell. He had a story to tell. Silenced him. Even the screen recorders were getting messages. Lie now, bitch. Lie now. Anybody that put Bradley Warner on a screen on the FYP got a message from Evil Queen stating, remove it now or you won't have my support. And that's who I apologise to, Bradley Warner. We silenced you. You had a story to tell about what happened, about being punched, and we silenced you. And that is who I will apologise to. I will not apologise to Zach, because I've done nothing to Zach. I will not apologise to EQ, because I've done nothing to EQ apart from try and be a friend to her. You turned on me for Miss Red because I was friends with Miss Red. And that's all I've got to say. I hope that 4,000 people are going to jump over now and call Zach a liar for lying about bringing Dave Duran up. Dave Duran is innocent in this. Dave Duran did absolutely nothing. Dave is a fucking good guy. And for the fact that I've always said don't trust Zach, don't trust him, but I supported him. I said your show is doing amazing. Told him on the phone 2 weeks ago, your show is doing amazing. No matter who's in Miss Red's ear, your show's doing amazing. But you wanted, and you know... Thank you, Sugar Bliss. I did do something wrong to you, Zach. I did actually do something very wrong to you. When you went live, and I went live, I had more viewers than you. That's all I did wrong. You were watching me. You were watching me. You came off your lives to watch me, and that is the truth. You can spin it however you want. You got what you wanted. Red's gone. Red's gone. Has she been perfect on the app? No, she hasn't. Have you been perfect on the app, Zach? No, you haven't. Has Evil Queen been perfect on the app? No. Have I? Probably not. Miss Red, stop it. Don't. But the one thing I will not have, Canadian Angie, you should not be allowed to hold lives, because that made me stay off the app. Watching 4,000 people put in the chat liar. You've seen the proof. When I come back to TikTok, there's no alliances for me. There's no alliances. There's no friends. I'll have Jay. I'll have Mother Teresa. I love Dave. There's no alliances. I'm coming back as Luke, and Luke on his own. So this shit will never happen again. And that's really all I've got to say. And you can go and spin your narrative for a week. I won't give a fuck, because I won't be on the app. I'll still be friends with Chester, even though he's a fuck up and a moron. But, you know, I'm disappointed in a lot of people. I am disappointed in a lot of people on this app. You got what you wanted, Evil Queen. You got what you wanted. You got rid of Miss Red. Zach, you got what you wanted. But don't sit there spinning narratives that you're perfect. Don't ever fucking sit there and spin narratives that you're perfect. Because you're not. You're far from it. You use words like narcissist, and you use words gaslight. I wonder why you use them words, because I read these messages to these women. Does anybody actually feel sorry for these women that lent someone money to help them, and the hate that these women are receiving? No. I will be back, and I'll be taking my 3:30. I don't know when. But that's what kept me off the app. The people that Canadian Angie's live. You ripped me apart, called me a liar. I never lied about a phone call. I never lied about Zach ringing me. Zach did ring me, and this bollocks about him telling me about he'd split up with his partner. I don't fucking ever remember him saying that. And I certainly wouldn't make a troll account. I presume you have screen recordings, time and date. And that's all I've got to say. And I'm going to come back a different person. I really am. So just thank you to everybody that supported me anyway. Jojo, Lucy. Lucy's an amazing woman. She got teared down in a competition. She didn't deserve to. So all of you sitting there writing their scripts and things like that. There's no scripts. This is how I feel now. When I come back and do my 330s FYP, there's no alliances. There's no one going to tell me who I can show on my show, who I can talk about on the show. Luke's going to do Luke. And everybody else can go fuck yourself, because I couldn't give a cow's cunt about any of you anymore. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for the loves. Thank you for all the love. Yeehaw! But you got what you wanted. You got what you wanted. You removed the biggest FYP person on the app. And as you stated, Evil Queen, as you stated yesterday, you fucking hypocrite cunt, I would have stood by Miss Red if I was still friends with her. So you've admitted that what's gone on between her and Zach is wrong. And as for Jay, please can people leave Jay alone. Jay is a beautiful soul. She's done nothing wrong. If she didn't want to pick a side, she didn't have to. And she has her reasons, so leave her alone. But I'm out now for a couple of weeks. I won't be replying back to TikTok messages. I won't be even looking at TikTok. Zach the Prat and Evil Queen can spin their narratives and say whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. You've heard the truth. I won't be looking at TikTok. I'm off on holiday next week. So thank you to Prince Brat for always being there for me. I hope that your Big Brother box battle goes well. Anybody that I've missed out, I do apologise. Sugar Bliss, I love you. Linz, Prince Bat, Georgia, Ollie, Helen, Sammy, everybody. But I've said my piece now. I hope 4,000 people go and make Zach the Brat feel how I got made to feel in Canadian Angie's live. I've shown my truth. Don't always believe these people when they use words like narcissist, and don't always believe these people when they use words like gaslighting, because they're the people that are gaslighting you. And the bullying that Miss Red's gone through in the last 3 days, you should all be disgusted. Thank you, Han, darling, you're beautiful. Mama Kaz, I'm sorry I judged you. I'm so sorry I judged you, that you were this bad person, because you're not. I did judge you, and I didn't think you were a very nice person, and I did think you were a liar. But you're not. I've got to know you, and you're not this person everyone makes out you are, Mama Kaz. I'm going to sign off for a couple of weeks. Might come back Saturday. I don't know yet. We'll see how I feel, but I definitely won't be coming on TikTok. Thank you, Leash, darling. I definitely won't be coming on TikTok and checking out what gaslighters and narcissists are saying about me. And that's all I've got to say. Thank you for your love and support. I will be back. No one's running me off this app. If I get 10 people in my room, I get 10 people in my room. If I get 100, 200, 300, I'm going to do my FYP, and there's no fucking alliances anymore. No one's going to tell me, I don't give a cow's cunt. Yeah, I'm getting flagged. Don't give a fuck. Lose the account. Fuck off. There's no party. The party's been cancelled. Thank you to everybody. And I'm just sorry to everyone I didn't believe over Evil Queen. I'm going to sign out now. If you've got me on Instagram, I'll reply to your messages. I won't be replying on here, because after I've signed off, I won't be even looking on here. So thank you to everybody that came in. I will be back to do my 3:30 FYP show. I just don't know when. I love you all. Peace out.